Let's look at this question. This question is about basic mensuration and quadratics. The length of the base of a parallelogram is 6 centimeter more than its perpendicular height h. Now this is the perpendicular height h, and this is the length over here. Which is bigger? Let's read again. The length, parallelogram, 6 centimeter more than its height. Therefore, if this is h over here, that means the base is h plus 6. That's all you have to write. And then it says the area of this parallelogram is 33.25. What is the area of the parallelogram? That is base multiplied with height. Base is h plus 6. We are multiplying it with h. That is h square plus 6h. And how much is the area? That is 33.25 centimeters square. Now, part 1 for 2 marks, show that h satisfies this equation such and such. So we have done this much, that is h square. So let me use a marker. So that is h square plus 6h is 33.25. Now let's look at the coefficient of h. Instead of h square, this is 4h square. Instead of 24, instead of 6, this is 24. And 33.25 is becoming 133. So let's double check. 33.25 into 4, when we multiply it out, this is 133. So all we have to do is multiply both sides by 4. We just want to get rid of the decimals. So that is why we are doing, also we are doing this because this is what the examiner has asked for. So this is 4h square plus 24h is equals to 133. 4h square plus 24h minus 133 equals to 0. Now it says solve this equation. So the first part is done. This is 1 mark for this one and 1 mark for the simplification. So this is the first part that's done. Let's move to the second part, that is solve the equation. Second part, that is 4h square plus 24h minus 133 equals to 0. I can either do middle term factorization, but with such big numbers, it will be kind of difficult to think. Or I can use the quadratic formula. So let me use the quadratic formula. This is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So instead of h, the general format is written in terms of x. That doesn't make a difference. Coefficient of x square, coefficient of h square, this is this. Coefficient of h, coefficient of x, that's this. The constant term without any variable is this. So therefore, let me write a is 4, b is 24, c is negative 133. The formula is x is equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac, the whole thing divided by 2a. Now let me first evaluate b square minus 4ac, which is 24 square minus 4 into negative 133. I need to use the calculator. So that is 4 into 4 into 133. That is 2128, 2128. Also keep in mind, this negative becomes a positive over here. 24 square is 576. So let me add 576 to it. That comes out to be 2704. Let me take square root of 2704. And looks like it's going to be an integer. Yes, it is. That is exact 52. So therefore, x is equals to minus b minus 24 plus minus square root of 2704 divided by 2 times 4. That is negative 24 plus minus 52 divided by 8. So now there are 2 options, either or. Negative 24, negative 52 divided by 8. Negative 24 plus 52 divided by 8. Now, when they're asking us to solve this equation, they have given us two options. So we have to write both the options, whether it makes sense or not. What does it mean? One of the value of h is coming out to be negative. That's practically not possible. So therefore, 24 plus 52, that is 76, divided by 8, this comes out to be negative 9.5. So again, let me use this black marker, negative 9.5, and 52 minus 24, that's 28, divided by 8, that is positive 3.5. So right over here, negative 9.5. This is positive 3.5. But for the very last part, use positive value, that is this value. Why? Because the length, it cannot be negative. Length, distance, time, speed cannot be negative. So therefore, what are they asking for? The length of the base. The base is h plus 6. That is 3.5 plus 6, which comes out to be 9.5 centimeters. Let's double check the answers. This is the first part that is right over here. This is all good, all correct. Rearranging correctly. And then instead of simplifying, this time we were working to get all integers, no decimals. So because this is 0.25, so when we multiply by 4, it will become a 1. So this is 33 plus 0.25 into 4. That is what is giving me 133. And this is h square, it became 4h square. This is 26h, it became 24h. And that is already taken care of. And then we are looking for these values. H is this and H is this. And 9.5 centimeter or their positive H plus 6, whatever value that they have calculated, if they add 6 to it, they will be getting marks for it. So that is how this question related to basic 2D mensuration and quadratics is done and dusted.